Hello everyone, welcome to your next 7-day reading. So these readings are for each zodiac sign. They're messages from Spirit for your next 7 days. These messages are timeless, and if you feel drawn, please watch for your sun, moon and rising signs. Let's get started. Hello Virgo, welcome to your next 7 days. Excuse me, my friends. So your overall energy for the next 7 days is Porcupine Spirit with time for beginner mind. Where this is playing out, how this is playing out, the aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have relationship. And then the additional messages with the Tarot, we've got the King of Swords, the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. So let's have a look into this overall energy, Virgo. Porcupine Spirit and time for beginner mind. And I feel there's a sense here that the message that I'm getting from Spirit is go back to the beginning. And it's this sense of where did this all start? It's almost like coming back to what was the driving force for this journey? What was the hopes and the dreams behind this journey? Or it could just be the insights. Because sometimes our journeys, there's sometimes a little bit more about learning the lessons and gaining the wisdom and the insight. But I feel like time for beginner mind in your, I'm so sorry, Virgo, in your reading, I feel like it's going back to the beginning. Now, Spirit's saying because some of you, you're kind of quite far from where you were at the beginning. So your dreams and goals have evolved. And maybe you're not seeing those or acknowledging them. For some of you, you've kind of you have gotten kind of caught up in life, and you're not following those dreams and goals that you set out to. It's kind of like, excuse me, so sorry, Virgo. It's like the life has gotten, you know how life catches hold of us, Virgo, and suddenly we find ourselves on a treadmill and we kind of think, oh, how did I get here? It's kind of that energy a little bit as well. So there's a sense here that Spirit wants you to go back to look at something. Now this can play out so different for all of you. Some of you, it's your paths change, and acknowledge that and change your path, or understand the aspects of you that have changed. So you're not on this new path as your old self. For some of you, it's you've strayed away from your path, and bringing you back to the beginning and the reasons why puts you back on your path. So Virgo, Spirit is saying here, really listen to the message, but there is a real need here. In all my readings, there's a need to apply it to your life because they are general readings. But especially in yours, Virgo, I feel that it's like even more so. And Spirit just said to me, Virgo, it's time. So maybe you've been on this journey for a while, and you're rolling along with it, but you haven't taken it to the next step. And now it's time. Think back at what those hopes and dreams were. It's almost like a realigning, reaffirming. And this clarity that comes with that, especially with this King of Swords here. And you've got relationships. And the card says, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. It's this going back to the beginning. Now, if this is a relationship, and it doesn't matter what type of relationship, go back to the beginning. What was the promise of this relationship? And is that something that you can still hold yourself to? You know, sometimes if it's a romantic relationship, we go into these romantic relationships with the notion of love and supporting each other and building a life together. And then suddenly we get bogged down in other things and we stay in relationships that no longer fulfill. They no longer I was going to say do, but Spirit said it's not really the right word, but I'll do that because Spirit said more information will come. So it's not really doing what a loving relationship should. Now for some of you, this is go back to the beginning. Are you giving time and energy to your relationship? Doesn't just have to be romantic. Are you both still the people that can fulfill that commitment? Sometimes we change so much that we're no longer the person that can fulfill that commitment. And there'll be a coming of an understanding of a choice that is in front of you. And I love that it says here, let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Trust that it doesn't matter which way this relationship goes, it's for the best. And Spirit's saying to me, it's not so much the word relationship that called this card forward in your reading, it was the wording. That is the important part, and that can apply to situations. It can apply to anything in your life, but there is this sense of understanding where this began and where this is now. And because I really feel, Virgo, you're being asked, are you making the effort? Are you still on the right path? Does this commitment still really mean something to you in the way that you've changed throughout the journey? And if it's not, then accept that and allow it, or release it. And for some of you, it's just remembering what this partnership was all about, and therefore, have you suddenly got so busy at work or whatever the situation is, and you're not putting as much energy into it, and suddenly you're reminded about how absolutely important this is to you. Because with this King of Swords, there's clarity that comes through, and this is the sword of truth that cuts through what is no longer for us. Now, sometimes things do need to be let go of, but sometimes we need to recommit to them. And it's understanding which one it is. And I feel that that is what enables you to sit in who you are now, to sit in your power of who you are now. It enables you to be you. When we are attached, connected to things that don't serve us, they pull us away from our seat of power. They pull us away from our authenticity. Because in order to be with things, in situations, with people, in lifestyles that don't resonate with us, we can't be ourselves. We are playing a part. And that's how we perpetuate, that's how we keep attached to it. And once the attachment goes, if it's not right for us, then we can be ourselves. And the card says, I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. And we finish your reading with the Queen of Pentacles. She's abundant. She has all that she needs in order to move forward on her journey. And she knows that what she needs will always come to her. So she's not afraid of allowing things to turn and to evolve and to change in the way that they need to. And that's your message, Virgo. Sorry, Virgo. There's a sense here of look back, because it'll help you decide whether this still has meaning or doesn't. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love, light and blessings, Virgo. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.